with the feeling, and you ride it like a wave, crashing so the sparks can come together. Don't need a reason why the universe was made. It goes on and on and on and on forever. And it's a long flight on this bright old star where we fight for love no matter where we are. Oh, 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 oh. And there's a big bang in this universe, and it makes me feel like the go don't work. Oh, 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 oh. You got me like ooh. You got me like you got me like and ooh with all the things you do. Yeah, and honey, I'm feeling with you. Baby, you're flashing, and I'm blinded by your light. I love the way you Jupiter is rising. You got me reacting like a lunar tonight. I love the way the stars are all aligning. You got me like ooh. You got me like you got me like and ooh with all the things you do. Yeah, anything and everything I make you feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. You got me like ooh. I feel you.
You make me feel like the world's spinning like a satellite.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Carson Wentz's Eagles.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Oh, good move at the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, Devontae Freeman scored the first points of Super Bowl 51, and he's got the first points here as he's in for 6.
And I don't want to be snarky here. It's going to come off that way a little bit, but that didn't work out so well for them in Super Bowl 51 against New England when he scored the first touchdown in that game. But I like what they've started with here. Now, here's the thing about Freeman. I love his game. Can run it inside, can get to the perimeter, can catch the football, pass protects, has an incredible passion for the game.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run again with Blunt. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Here's the battering ram, Blunt. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 9 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Wentz now on 1st down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Torrey Smith, 49 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel from 17 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Wentz to throw on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Deion Jones. Coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On third and long, it's Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get...
Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones, 35 yards, and the Falcons will add on to their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, you know, we're in December, so I feel incumbent upon me to ask you about the MVP race and where you sit right now. Wentz, Brady, somebody else? What do you think?
You remember early in the season how strongly I felt about Alex Smith, but with the way the Chiefs have played lately, losing all these games, he no longer is a monster year. But if we don't have this conversation and include Russell Wilson in Seattle, we're missing the boat. Because without Russell Wilson doing what he's doing up there, Seattle is not in contention for a division title.
So it could be an interesting last few weeks here in a race to the finish line between those three guys.
Certainly is going to be.
They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick hitting.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return. This time, we'll go out to the 42-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. In motion right is Aguilar. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. Jay Ajayi's going to go past the 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 46 yards on the ground. Wentz now on 1st down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Wentz. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, Charles, let's shift gears. I've got to ask you about what's going on in the AFC West.
Do you? Do you really?
I have no idea.
I mean, no,
Kansas City's lost 4 straight. Denver's lost 8 straight. What's going on?
And we'd all love to know what.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
In motion right is Aguilar. They'll toss it to Ajayi. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On second down, here's Wentz. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. They come out here, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are back within a score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Elliott now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So out come the Falcons now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's Wentz to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deion Jones in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. The gun, Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Now Wentz on third down. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Wentz now to throw. Ertz over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, 44 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And he'll bang that one through. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Ryan on first down. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are in for 6.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Throwing is Wentz. Over the middle to Smith. And he is knocked down from the side at the 41-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now Wentz. Ertz has it left side. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. 3 scores down. These guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Wentz to throw. He sets to fire deep. The swing pass caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 48 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Now Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That goes for a gain of 31. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks, because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.